by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading number 601. I'm going to start off with drawing out one card from the Prisma Visions Tarot and then finish it off with one card from these box of cards, which are cards that I made myself, if you didn't already know. If you'd like to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and before I get into this reading, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person, so if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. So, the number 601 brings the energies of unconditional love, cycles, and trusting yourself. I do feel here that learning to trust yourself is really going to be healing for you. Something is coming to an end, which means something is also starting or beginning. And so I feel that it's very important for you to love yourself unconditionally right now and to focus on why you deserve to trust yourself rather than why you don't deserve or why you feel you don't deserve to trust yourself. For somebody, you could have gone through a very painful and challenging ending, and that's even more reason to focus on loving yourself unconditionally. Please don't be hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself. See this as an opportunity to grow rather than an opportunity to make things harder for yourself and to, hurt yourself on any level. It's okay if things are hard right now. I know pain, depending on who you are and what you've already been through, it can be really, really hard to deal with loss or just change in general. So don't be hard on yourself and don't make things harder than they already are. Let's go ahead and see what your first card is. Okay, so I have the moon with Pisces in third eye. I wasn't focusing for a second. I feel like you may not be focusing on the uncertainty, the darkness in a situation. It feels like you're more focused on the light. You might be feeling more hopeful. The star could be a significant tarot card for you, and I just thought of the word La Stella, which means the star in Italian. So I feel like your ancestors are coming through to confirm the energy of rebirth, which is interesting because it really confirms the idea of cycles and something coming to an end. But it feels like something's coming to an end in a certain situation, but it will have the opportunity to start again, to be reborn. That's what it feels like, and I just saw 3, 4, 5. So trust that everything happens for a reason, that this perceived loss is part of the process, and you are being called to process it as a loss, as, I want to say, the end-all be-all, if that's the right phrase. So interesting, because I just thought, okay, so with the moon energy, it's important to trust yourself because there's a lot of uncertainty, darkness. It's important to trust your own light and the path that you light for yourself, the way forward that you light for yourself. And then the third eye here, really just, and the number 1, the message of trust yourself is really, really coming through. I get this feeling here that whoever is watching this, you're dealing with the uncertainty and the anxiety in healthy ways. And I think that's why it's safe to trust yourself. While you may not see exactly where you're going, you know where you're going, you know? And I just saw 4, 5, 6. It's like the way forward is clear, but it also isn't. And it's that way for a reason. You can trust where you're going even though you don't know exactly where it's leading you or where you're being led. It feels like you are sensing light coming from a certain direction, and you sense that light because the light within yourself is helping you sense the light outside of yourself. So this is very, very interesting. For some people, this just feels like a confirmation to keep going. Even though things might feel a little scary or uncertain, there is a sense of peace and certainty within you that you can trust. I really, really hope that's making sense. But in here, oh, that's so interesting. Okay, I just noticed. So you can see the big moon lighting up the water and the boat and everything else. It's not really focusing. There it goes. And I thought that was interesting because in the reading that I just recorded, reading number 600, I mentioned something about deep waters or the depths of the ocean or something like that. I don't think I said the depths of the ocean. But hey, the ocean could be a significant type of body of water for you. But I feel someone here who is not afraid to go deep within themselves, to understand their deeper emotions and their deeper thoughts and their deeper passions. I feel like in general you're just a deep person, and it's that quality about you that makes it okay for you to trust yourself and to know where you're going, even if you can't really, say exactly where it's taking you. So you can trust yourself. I don't know if I already said it, but there is the zodiac sign of Pisces. I'm not sure what element. Wait, no, this is water. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know what planet it is though. Here's the planet symbol. For some reason I want to say Uranus, but honestly I don't know. If you want to look up that symbol and see what planet it is, be my guest. But I believe that Uranus is linked with Aquarius. So the zodiac signs of Aquarius and Pisces feel significant here. The moon has the number, oh boy, hold on one sec, it's the number 9. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing because in the reading that I recorded just now, number 600, I saw the number 99 on the timer, and then it came down to 18, and then a number 9, and this is like pretty much the same thing. The number 18 comes down to the number 9. So there is a strong sense of purpose here. You're feeling guided. You know where you're going. I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and get your second card. Oh my gosh. There's so many synchronicities. Okay. So this card says, analyzing, planning, and consistency promote diligence. Diligence promotes success. Keep going. Like I've been saying, this is just confirmation for someone to keep going. You already are analyzing. You already are planning. You're being as consistent and as diligent as you can be. And I want you to say that you can trust that it's going to pay off. On the other side of the card, it says, a lot of change is what is to be believed about life and death. As a deep thinker, you might really, really want to think deeply about what this card says. A lot of change is what is to be believed about life and death, or about beginnings and endings. Maybe you're starting to see, or you will start to see, how things on a micro level are also reflected on a macro level. And the most specific example I can think of from personal observation is I noticed that the solar system kind of just looks like a giant atom, you know? And I thought to me, okay, well, what if we just kind of exist inside like of a giant womb? And I just saw 444, which is very ominous. Generally speaking, I do think you're going to learn some very deep concepts, spiritual, practical, whatever it is. This deep thinker side of you is definitely going to pay off in a spiritual context. If you don't feel it already, you're probably meant to question things beyond this reality. I mean, you probably already did before you stumbled upon spirituality. But the number 444, that's about stability, security. Your root chakra could be significant. But I'm feeling like stability on a universal, cosmic, galaxy type of level. Which I think is just about recognizing and appreciating that your energy, your frequency does have the potential to reach beyond this atmosphere and, of course, this reality. That's true for everybody. But this energy is so interesting because it's a very, very deep, but I don't know exactly what it's about, because maybe you're learning deep spiritual concepts that I'm not yet aware of. But like this card says, keep going, stay diligent, stay consistent, keep planning, keep analyzing, but of course don't paralyze yourself. Analysis paralysis is not helpful. So, but you kind of feel like somebody who knows how to analyze things just enough, even though sometimes you might overanalyze a little bit. It's interesting because overthinking is obviously not a healthy thing to do, but it can also be used to your benefit. I don't think thinking a lot is a bad thing, only if it just doesn't help you mentally or physically, Maybe there's a decision that you need to make here and you're being called, don't think too deeply about it because you can trust yourself. Maybe you already know what you want to do, but the doubts are creeping in. And this reading is just here to tell you, like, yes, you can do what you feel like you should and don't worry about the doubt or the doubters. If there's people out there kind of feeding into any fear that you're trying to either overcome or move forward despite that it's there. This feels like a, don't get too into your head about it type of energy with a decision or with moving forward in general. Just keep following the light. I am feeling like strong hermit energy, which the hermit is a very reflective energy, so it's very soothing for whoever is watching this. So you are lighting the way for yourself, and you know where you're going. Even though it seems like there's a lot of darkness around you, you know where you're going, you know what you're doing. And I think that is all that I'm going to get out of this reading. So I really, really hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, hit the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far and who has connected with me already. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.